They're getting there. They're almost sweet. Get a little bit more frost, a couple more frosty mornings, these things are gonna get good. Well, today is November 8th. And if the hunt ended right now, this will be the best morning I've had all season. Unbelievable movement. We've had 3 different bucks, and one of them, we've actually seen him 3 times now. It doesn't matter. As soon as you touch the antlers together, a buck will show up, or you grunt and a buck shows up. So Billy actually spotted a really good buck at first light. I didn't get to see him. Dipped into the timber. Maybe he'll come back out, but nonetheless, we've had 2- and 3-year-olds running around like crazy and even posturing up towards each other. So I think it's safe to say the rut's kicking in, and it seems like these bucks are running around and playing that game of musical chairs. That's our buck. Now that you own a pole saw, right? That yeah. You had him at 20 yards, no shooting line. Maybe we can get him back. All of the movement has all been out here in the field. I didn't have anything trimmed for back here. As soon as he turned to go into the timber, I was like, no, no, no. Jeez, that was a lot of effort. We're gonna kill tonight. This is seriously a good luck charm. That could work right there. So, we're gonna head back over, take the pole saw, cut some shooting lanes. It's pretty pathetic. Wicked tree gear and all in my association, and I didn't have enough shooting lanes cut in. It's that whole measure twice, cut once kind of thing, you know. You don't want to cut too much, and then it ultimately screwed me today. But we're up high enough in the tree that, I mean, we had deer all over, so not a single deer stopped and looked up or anything. So we just got to cut some more shooting lanes in behind us. So we went back, we got something to eat, but when we came back to the stand, we brought a pole saw with us, and we started doing some shooting lanes and just trimming some stuff out. So we had one last branch that Billy was cutting right overhead, but when the buck came in today, we didn't get a lot of pre-roll because we had a dead limb up above us that was kind of blocking. But long story short, whenever he cut the limb, it fell back towards us. It hit my bow, and it busted my wrist, and it's no knock against HHA. I mean, it was a 3 to 4 inch limb that fell against my bow. So this was all around 12:30. We climbed down, grabbed my bow, we drove in town, went to the bow shop, got a new rest put on, got re-sighted in, came back to the farm. We're back up in the tree. It's about 2:30. I still don't know how we got it all done in like literally an hour and 15 minutes. So nonetheless, we're back in the tree. We're ready to go for the evening sit. We've got a good wind. And hopefully they're moving like they were this morning, because it was off the hook. How big a buck do you want to rattle in? You want like a 2-year-old, or you want like a 4-year-old? 4+ preferably. Or plus, okay. Well, I might get a little one in first. So here comes the 2-year-old right here. I don't know if it worked or not. I gave it my best effort. Johnny's running right in. You see him? Yeah. I'm good. Kill him. Merritt. Smoked him. I'm glad we trimmed that lane. The only 2 deer ever that have come through there. Are you kidding me? It's like it was just meant to be. He came in here, stopped. I stopped him about 20 yards, 22 yards. I hadn't even drawn at that point. I actually stopped him and then drew. Oh my God. Freaking awesome. Lighted knock laying down there right now. It's the coolest thing in the world. It makes up for all the like sits where you don't see something, or you know, you go to a tree stand and you're like, I'm gonna see a buck tonight, and then you don't see one, and you start second guessing yourself and discouraging, and like, what is it they say, like TOS, time on stand. You just gotta put in the time and just grind it out. So that's my 2018 archery buck. There you are. My youngest Kyler, he's never been on a track before. So, you ready? Well, here we go. We started to panic there for a little bit. We had really good blood through the timber, and it was starting to snow, and we were starting to lose some of our trails. So then we actually ended up losing blood. It was one of those situations where it's, you know, it wasn't rain, but it was snow, and the snow was covering up blood, and we knew that it was a good hit. We just didn't know if we were going to be able to recover him, you know, as quickly without having a blood trail. So we were starting to check this field edge, and I made a comment, you know, a lot of times deer will double back and go towards the direction that they came from initially, especially if they're hurt. And the only thing we hadn't checked is this alfalfa field. So we started shining some lights across the field, and I hear somebody say, you know, there he is. As it turned out, it was a cool deal. And my youngest son, Kyler, this is the first track job, first recovery he's ever been on. Pretty awesome. Here, go. Oh, if I hold your flashlight, then you can get him? All right. Here, how about you get on one side, I'll get on the other side.